This is an introduction to the main user interface on the RPG keys, and this video might be a little longer than most because I'm going to attempt to explain a lot about the RPG key to get you going and up to speed. The first thing you're going to notice on the top left-hand corner is a button for the different hardwares that we support. So we have a 58 key programmable RPG key. We currently have a 16 key mini, and you simply just can switch between them by hitting the buttons above. In the future, you might see other hardware. Hint, hint. So that's the first thing. Each key on the RPG key can do 3 macros in either Lightroom or Photoshop or any program that you pick. So I've got the number 1 button here selected. It's blue, and if I were to add a macro to the keys, you'll see on the right hand side here, if I click on any macro, you'll see that macro name changes in the bottom left. So it says key number 1 down, and it says 1 star because that's the macro I just selected. If I want to program the second spot on key number 1, I'm going to go ahead and click on the slash key, and now I can do, for example, 2 stars. And so this programs the second slot on that key. And again, this is you want to look at the bottom left-hand corner of the user interface. This is where it tells you the different macros that are currently assigned to a key. So again, top left is your hardware selector. Bottom left tells you what functions are currently assigned on that key. The buttons here to the right on the bottom clear this assignment and clear this key. Very simply, the clear this assignment will remove the physical assignment that is on that key. So in the moment it would be the third assignment, be key 1 plus the double slash would be 3 stars. So if I click clear this assignment, it removes just that macro. And clear this key will wipe away all 3 of the macros that are assigned to this key. So that's what those buttons do. Now, in the very top, this is kind of the heart of RPG keys. And the first thing you need to know is anything you do with the RPG keys will be relevant to the application that you have selected in the Applications menu. So if we want to program the RPG key for our calculator, as an example, we need to go ahead and click Calc. If we want to program it for Photoshop, we need to select the Photoshop one. This is absolutely critical that you understand. When you're working in this user interface, selecting the appropriate application that you want the keyboard to work with is the first step, and this is again done in your applications drop-down menu. On the right, you see the cog. That's our icon for application settings, which has its own video. Okay, the next function, or the next thing to talk about here, is the layout drop-down menu. Now, if you're using the RPG keys with Lightroom or Photoshop, it comes with default layouts, but these layouts are not editable. They're locked. You have to create your own layouts by selecting you have to create your own layouts by either duplicating an existing layout or creating a new one by selecting the cog tool to the right of the layout menu. And again, this window will be its own video. Lastly, or getting towards the end, we have the functions. And this is a drop-down menu that displays all of the different types of functions that the RPG key does. And this list gets longer with each passing day. Each of these items, okay, when you select, will show the macros that are assigned to this type of tool below, and that will also show you an arrow key, which basically says open the window that relates to this tool. Okay. Below, there's also, of course, a search tool. So if we go to, for example, RPG actions, and we want to search for the word exposure, we have to then hit the search button, and any macro with that word will come up, and then we can go ahead and assign it to a set of keys. So you do want to utilize the search feature. There are thousands and thousands of functions in the RPG key library for Lightroom and Photoshop, and a growing list for other applications. And so this search tool is critical. Again, anywhere you see this little video icon, it's going to have a very short video for you about that tool. This is, of course, the longest of the videos because it is an introduction. Okay, take care.